Hey everybody, welcome back. We got another Marvel Future Revolution video for you. This time we're going to be taking a dive into Storm and seeing exactly how these changes affected the game. We got some before and after footage on courtesy of Neuromancer, so thank you for that. To take a dive into this, and is she now the most OP character in the game? I can say from personal experience, she's obviously crushing in PvE content. She was already pretty good there, doing much better. And now what about PvP? I know, again, you know, I'm not able to outrun some of those abilities that I used to easily get away from. So if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description below. Follow, hammer down like buttons, notification bells, subscribe, all that stuff. The Discord is the best way to follow along with content because YouTube algorithms get funky. And yeah, we'll appreciate it. All right, so let's check out these changes.
WolverThor.
All right, so for ease, what I've done is I've put the changes from the developer's note above here. I don't want to go through those in detail. That's not the intent of this. And then on the other side over there, I've also got the abilities that match what are below. I've got multiple videos that I'm going to go through. This is the format I'll have them in so that you can quickly see. Most Storms, I think, will already know these, but for anybody who doesn't and is maybe thinking about Storm, you know, you're like, well, what ability is that? So I've got them there so you can kind of check them out. And then in between both of those, what we'll do is we'll have the footage and I'll kind of pause it and and talk about it. So, all right. So first up, you can see that they talked about atmosphere control. So the weird part about that is it just says atmosphere control, and it says that it adjusted the damage from, what was it, from 50 to 80% on the first attack. So what we've got on Neuromancer here is the frozen spear on this one. So we'll go ahead and check it out, and we'll see when he clicks it here, clicks it there, and it hits for 79.55. So that's not too bad. It's not huge, but it's not too bad, right? So it's hitting there. So, and then we've got this separate footage here of the other. This is after, and that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to flop back and forth between after, and you can see he's kind of got the same one set up here, which is perfect. So as soon as he clicks that there, we're going to actually find it and we're going to do it again. So, okay, let's see if we can get the same output here. He gets guard broke, but hits it right here, and it goes for 40. It looked like a 40k hit there, 41k. Now, so that's actually technically smaller, right? So we got a big crit on the first one, and the other one didn't crit. So that one, because it crits, obviously is a little bit off, but we'll check out what the next one is here, which happens to be Icicle Crash Explosive Hail, which the notes say that the increased damage just by 6.5%, but whatever, we'll check it out. So let's see when he gets this one here. So it looked like 41, 38, 28. Got a crit in there for 81. There's several decent hits in there, which is pretty solid. And it drops. There's the 6 drops on that. So really, it's, you know, you could go through there and see it. It was, you know, anywhere from what, 30 to 80 was the max there. So we'll check out the B-roll and see. Let's get it here. All right, and it's rain it down. So a little, again, crits will come into play here, but they seem to be a little bit higher, 76.15. A couple of other ones in there that were kind of like, okay, this is definitely it. As you go through there, you know, it's a lot of numbers at the same time, but more in the 70s. Again, crits make a big difference, but it is a little bit higher there. All right, so for the next one, we've got Lightning Attack Cloud Pursuit. This is the 4th ability here. They increased the damage by 10%, increased firing speed by twice. So one of the things I actually want to mention on this too is that, actually, let's check it out first in footage. All right, so you see it hitting there. All right, 76, 93, it hits a few times. I've noticed with this one, and they don't say it in the notes, but it seems it goes faster chasing you. So that is one of the things that I want to kind of mention here, that it's like, oh, okay. But you know, they don't mention it in there, but I personally think it's there. And again, let's check it out here. All right, new ability, 15, 76, 21, 10, 24. Of course, Rip Galaxy gets something that shows it right in the middle there. All right, so throws the cloud. All right, so yeah, I mean, again, 6.5%, that's something that's like, you know, you can see the differences there. If you want to number crunch that and really pause it and slow it down, feel free for any of you like super min-maxers out there. But again, the smell test on that definitely seems like it's, you know, again, it's 6.5%, but the firing speed is quicker. And I think when they say firing speed, it's also actually the pursuit speed. It's not mentioned there, but I believe that to be the case. Okay, so next up is Atmo Kinesis, Wall of Wind. And what we had on that one is a reduced cooldown by 20%. So we'll see what we had. Let's see if it hits. Let's see if Neuro actually hit this twice in here. All right, so there it is. So wow, 36-second cooldown on that. Originally, and what they say they reduced it by 20%. So let's see, math. It's too early in the morning. So it should be 7.2 seconds. What is it, 35 seconds? So it should be like 27, 28 seconds in the second footage here. So let's go find when he uses it here. Doink, doink, doink. Oh, all right. Well, look. Yep, sure enough. 29 seconds. So the first one, so yeah, that's about right. It might have been 36. So yeah, it was 36 seconds. So my math was slightly off there. But so from 36 seconds down to 29 seconds, so they shaved a good 7 seconds off the cooldown of that. So that's solid. And that's the first video that he's got from this. So now I'm going to go to the second video, which we're going to look at some separate abilities on there as well. All right, so on this one, we've got we're starting with pressure manipulation central whirlwind, which it says cast time reduced by 55%. So let's just see if we can actually notice this just with the with our eye here. So we'll see when this comes up. Let's see when he casts it. All right. So that's, yeah, that, as you can see, that like it's quite the uplift there. So it goes from, well, we're about 2 seconds in, 2 seconds to, you know, 4 or 5 seconds there. So it's a, you know, a 2-3 second cast time there. And then let's find it in the after video, in the after party. All right, so it seems a little quicker to, yeah, it seems like a couple seconds. I mean, when you're only talking about a couple 2 to 3 seconds, it's only going to reduce it by a second or two. So I will say that does look a little faster. You know, it's hard to, without timestamps in game, to actually see that. But again, this is the original. I mean, look at how she's like floating there. It's Michael Jordan hang time, right? So she's Michael Jordan hang time in this thing. And then when you come in here, it's like a LeBron layup. You know what I mean? So Michael hangs in the air. Now she's like, you know, it's what he used to do his thing, the greatness, the GOAT. And then in this one, it's quite a bit shorter. So, all right, so I dig that. Definitely like the shorter cooldown or the casting time on that. All right, next up is Deep Freeze Whiteout. Again, reduced cast time by about 30%. So we're gonna check here what we got, and we're about to cast it here. She does that, and then again, look at that. I mean, that is a long cast. Oh my goodness. Let's get it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds there of casting that ability. Jeez Louise. And then, I mean, they're talking about, they only reduced it by about 30%. All right, so let's find the whiteout here as well. Come on, there we go. Anyways, we get it. 1, 2, 3. It's still long. It's a little bit shorter, obviously, but it is shorter, but I do feel like it's still long. So we'll see how that plays out in game, but the reduced cast time is clearly there. All right, next up is the lightning attack thunder crash. It's talking about a targeting optimization. we can't really necessarily test that on this. He's mainly focused on a boss, but there is a reduced cast time by 20%. I am curious for any storms out there, if you have noticed a targeting optimization or change in this, comment below or come to the Discord and definitely let me know. I'll be curious. I'll be happy to share that with the developers and all that sort of thing to say, hey, look, this one kind of missed the mark. All right, so again, we're talking about Thunder Crash here, right? Lightning attack, Thunder Crash. And so we're looking at this ability here in the middle. All right, so let's go ahead and check that out. This is the original. Let's see when it's there. That's a long. What's another? Man, her cast times are still there. They were so long. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's a good 3 seconds before she starts doing anything there. And let's see when. All right, let's check it here. Clicks 1, 2. All right, yeah, so it's about a, look, this is not exact science, but I'll say the counting and the general feel of looking at that looks about right. So it looks like they are reducing the cooldown time there. Again, do like it, stuff she needs. Let's check the next one out. All right, on the last one, we've got the lightning attack, high voltage attack, or high voltage current. On the notes that specifically said, let's see, where is that here? A lightning attack, high voltage current, where it was adjusted the first attack, so it went up by about 30%, and the total damage is the same, so the first one should hit a little bit harder, and the cast time, it should be significantly reduced. So that's definitely what I'm going to look for the most here. All right, so let's look at the cast time. Okay, so here we go. There it is. Long 2, 3. Well, that's a long cast. Jeez Louise. Doink. 1, 2, and it hits the first time for like 37k. Again, crits matter. So man, that is a long cast time. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 4 seconds before it starts going. Jeez Louise. All right, so let's check it here. 1, 2. Yeah, I would say that's a significantly reduced cast time. For sure. And it's kind of like, all right, let's check out what the initial hit was there. Like 70-ish K, right? Yeah, 70. Okay, so again, the cast times, the stuff that I really am looking at on this, and digging that. And we're gonna end with the ultimate. Okay, so to finish, we got to reduce the ultimate, Eye of the Storm. Reduce cast time by about 15%, damage by 15%, and range by 25%. So let's see if we can see this. Now, I know in Invasion, storms seem to be just rocking it. And I'm sure that a big part of it has to do with his ultimate and of course, some of the casting in general. But let's check this out. So cast time, damage, and range. So we'll check it out here. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So like a 4-second cast time there originally. Let's see. Let's watch it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 seconds. All right. So I'm about 4 seconds in. And then let's see. It starts hitting for, it's 140, 138. All right. So not too bad. And again, the range. Let's see if we can see the range if it shows. I mean, it's a little bit hard to see the range in a video, but you can see it's like a decent circle around her. So now let's go into here. All right, here we go. All right, I can tell the range is a little bit bigger for sure, even though it's a slightly different view. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's about, maybe a second. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, all right. And then the damage on this, it's about the same, but it's only a 15%, right? Yeah, I mean, that's minimal. So, I mean, you're not going to see giant increases there as far as like stat jumping out at you or anything like that. So, from everything I'm looking at, in the videos, thanks again to Neuromancer for putting these together. It makes it a lot easier to compare and contrast. Anybody who wants to seriously number crunch, that part of the reason I put this out there is so that you can see these things and go, well, hold on, I'm going to pause this and see the real numbers and prove it's it was only a 5% increase. And again, factor in crits and all that sort of thing. But you should get the general idea, and that's the idea. And aside of that, it's the feel in game. I mean, I personally you know, like I mentioned before, that in Omega War, I was kind of like, okay, like this is definitely, you know, I'm feeling like I'm, you know, being chased a little bit about the cloud, and I'm kind of like, okay, I can't escape it. I feel like I'm getting hit harder. In the PvE content, I'm seeing storms at the top of it. You know, again, they were already sort of able to do that, but it seems like they're just crushing it now. You know, and also talking, you know, one of our bigger storms out there, you know, Cindy, she's definitely saying it feels better too. So I like seeing this. You know, Storm was a character that needed a lot of love. She's clearly got some in game. So, you know, we'll see how the Star-Lord and Captain America stuff shakes out. I know one of the Star-Lords in game didn't feel like it was much, but I still think they're going to tweak Star-Lords some. I just, you know what I mean? He needs some love, and he needs an iframe. Give him an iframe. Who was it? I think Nolific was saying the boots on the boot ability. Oh, I forget what it's called. But yeah, I mean, that's, I think, a great idea. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful for anyone who's got Storm, or if you're seeing it, you know, or maybe you're thinking about building Storm and it's like, hey, oh, she's clearly better now. I'm seeing her on the, you know, tops of rankings, all that sort of thing. And again, if you're seeing something different, or if you number crunch some of the stuff in the video here, let me know. Come to the Discord, comment below, do all these sort of things where it's kind of like, you know, we want to see where she's really at. So I'm gonna go do some different duties right now. I got some Lego stuff that we got to take care of. Lego, if you want to do a sponsored ad, just hit me up. Email, Discord link below, like I mentioned. You know, Discord link, it's there. Come chat. Hammer down the like button, click the notification bell, subscription button, and all that stuff. And until next time, we hope you have a wonderful day.